You have a couple of minutes to stop by and see what's going on today. I had a profound experience this morning. I wasn't even awake yet, and I could hear the horns honking out in front of the house. This every time a car went by, they'd beep 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 beep, and I thought, what the heck? Is one of my cats in the street or what? And I got up and put my bathrobe on, and I went out there. And right where we have the Keyboard Cat for President sign, you've seen it right here. Right where we have that, my cat, Keyboard Cat 3.0, Skinny, was out in front. Somehow he got his blue shirt on without getting tangled up in it. I've never seen him do that before. And he was marching up and down the sidewalk there. And when I went in to get my camera, by the time I came back, he would already escaped to the neighbor's corn patch. He loves to hang out in that corn patch. But here's kind of what the sign, he made his own sign. And here's kind of what his sign looked like this morning out in front of the house. And I couldn't believe it. And it made an impression on me. I mean, for the guy to be getting up early before he even had a snack, which is really something, and made that sign, come up in the studio, cut it out. He got a couple of the letters backwards, but that's not bad for a cat, but he does play the piano. And he's marching up and down there with his platform for his presidency. And I thought, whoa, maybe we should pay attention. And a car went by, actually it was a pickup truck, and it had some kids in it, I guess on their way to school, and the dad was driving, no, it was the mom. And they came out and tipped my cat a $5. Yeah. And so of course, my cat being, a capitalist cat, grabbed it, and there we go. We said thank you, and I hope those people might be watching. We did give them a little notice to remind them to watch this and see this shout out for them. It's so cool. Let's see, Soul says, "Aw." And golly, some of this I can't read. It's in unfamiliar. Wax Weenie says, "Hi." Ducky says hi. Freddie says hi. Nightmare Gaming Roblox, there's a handle, says hi. Thank you for all your comments and your eyes. Missy E says she got the notification, and somebody wants to see the cat. We'll see if we can get him up here. Skinny, get up here. He might be tired after running around in that corn patch. It wears him out. It wears me out trying to catch him to get him home. Anyway, back to the world of art. Furfur says, "Oh my God, God, hi." Chicken Bro says, "Hello, legend." One thing I do want to mention, that yesterday I wasn't watching the feed here of viewers' comments very well, and somebody made a $5 tip to Keyboard Cat. So that, I want you to know, we really appreciate that, and that goes right into the campaign fund coffers to buy bumper stickers, pins, and so on, and to make this part of this broadcast, which is partly there to campaign for the cat for president. And I hate to beat a dead horse, but I wouldn't beat a dead cat. But we do want to tell you again, get out and vote. If the cat isn't on your ballot, then write it in. There will be a space. We're guaranteed a space to write it in. So going along with what the cat was saying about, invest in peace. How can we have time to do anything but that? The place is blown up. We're blasting each other away. We're just coming up with ways to criticize each other and to divide from each other. and to hurt each other, which when you hurt somebody else, you hurt yourself just as much. Karma, remember her? So anyway, do that. Invest in peace. Whatever happens in the election, you still have to live on this planet, and you have to try and make it a peaceful place so people can continue to live and do the things that they love the most. What's everybody like to do? Everybody likes to get extra gravy at Thanksgiving all over the world. So let's make that happen. And we'd like to look across the table at Thanksgiving to a cousin or a mother or anybody and give them a wink and a little nod. Somebody asked me, why are you not famous anymore? Because my cat replaced me mainly. But that's okay. My ego isn't that big. I'm not there. I am definitely not there. So on to remember, peace, peace, peace. Everything you do should be judged by, does this help invest in peace? That's what I'm talking about. Okay, on with the artwork, which is really a fun thing. There's this painting that I made years ago, and I ended up giving it away. It was on a canvas. It's kind of reminiscent of Andy Warhol's soup cans, which I love pop art. I love Andy. And it's been modified to look like a shorter can than Campbell's soup comes in, like a tuna can or a cat food can, I guess. And we changed it to keyboard cat food with all those familiar colors. And today we're going to do a painting of that one of you can own by going to the link down below in the info. Go to the link and it shows you the link to the or eBay page where these are for sale, for bid. And I know there's one on there that still is available at starting bid at $5. I don't think you can get something like a painting that we do on this show in the future for $5. If you want to invest in something, invest in peace and invest in one of these. How can it be a mistake? All right, check that link out. Thank you for your comments. Yes, I do read comments. I'm reading one right now. Why is it so shiny? Somebody asks. What is it? My nose? I do not know. So there you go. I'm going to scroll up a little bit and see what's this stream about. It's about a stream that goes many ways. I remember you. Hello, legend. Hello, Father. Here we am at Camp Granada. Okay, I'm going to scroll back up with my comments. The art. Okay, let's get on. Somebody says the art. Say now, says the art. What's your age, sir? Could somebody please guess? I get mixed up on a lot of things, and one of them is how old I am. I couldn't remember the other day. I was at Hobby Lobby, and somebody asked me how old I was, and I couldn't come up with it. So anyway, here we go, and we're not going to use the colors that this was in. We're going to go further. And somebody says, Quan Lu says I look 45. That's I can't reveal exactly, but what's your monthly income, sir? Well, it's not 45. It changes a lot. Some months it's really big, and some months it's really small. So we save a few nuts for the future, just like a squirrel. Okay, so let's get some paint going. I don't know, just because we can. Let's put some. Where did I squeeze it? There it is. There's some purple. I want to put some purple as the shadow on these words, keyboard cat. There's the K shadow. Does anybody listen to K-pop or watch K-drama? I watch a lot of K-drama on TV, really a lot. It's pretty cool. See, there we go. So I had to redesign an alphabet to spell these words that looked like the alphabet that Campbell's Soup used on their can. This was years ago I did this. And I think that since then, somebody has published that font. You know, there's a way to make money and somebody found it. So put a little shadow there, a little shadow there. And we must remember to invest in peace. If you can have time to invest in eating the right kind of food and making your house and your yard look right, what about the peace of the planet? I mean, if we don't do it, who's going to do it? Are the monkeys and the apes going to come out and try and save the place? I hope so. Soul says you are an artist. Yes, I am an artist. I did go to art school in Tokyo at Nichidai, which is a very cool school, a very cool neighborhood of Tokyo. It was in a place called Ekoda. And it's still there if you want to Google it, Ekoda. And I have an alma mater shirt that I wear proudly. And we went back years ago, my wife and I, and went to my old neighborhood, and my old apartment building was gone. It was a traditional building with, I mean, really traditional, no shoes. And it was gone, had been replaced by some prefab piece of crap. Going to art school doesn't make you an artist. That is so true. So many of the people I went to art school with are selling parts at a parts house. Getting paid for your art makes you an artist. That sounds like an Andy Warhol thing. I do get paid for my art. I do all kinds of art. Commercial, I mean, you know, commercial and industrial art. I do logos and promotional things for clients. And I do a lot of stuff for my cat. My cat is deep in merchandise and all kinds of avenues. And I do all of our design work and all of our videos. So yeah, I'm eating. So let's see. Then the letters are white and the white is red on the can, but we're gonna go some further and go this fluorescent pink. You guys know, if you've watched this show before, that I am into fluorescent paints, be they spray or be they fluorescent paints in a tube, which, man, are they cool. Dig this. We'll start right here. Right? Is there a way to make things look better, faster, that I don't know about? That I can afford? Maybe something at Hobby Lobby? I don't know. But painting makes things change really good, really fast, and that's why I do it. That is exactly why the hell I does it. Like I say, that $5 tip yesterday will come in handy buying all kinds of cat stuff. There's the fluorescent pink, but where is... Come on, Charlie. Find the paint. Well, we'll do something else. You know? We'll just go with, there it is. Fluorescent orange. Thank you for standing by. And here we'll put a little orange around there, because it's kind of like red, like what the Campbell's people used. By the way, Warhol never got sued by Campbell's for using all those images. And you got to think he did them some good. I mean, I don't see, Dole Pineapple in the gallery at the Whitney or something. No, sir. We'll just move right over here. So Andy did a lot of good. The book, The Philosophy of Andy Warhol, A to B and Back Again, is a definite must read. You got to do that. His philosophy was cool. Nice drawings, honestly. That's a cool drawing. Thank you. I can tell you why I paint and draw, because I like it. I like to. It makes me feel good. If nobody responds to my paintings and drawings, I'm still going to make them. I hate to disappoint some of you out there, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles. There's nothing I can do about that. I think there's some therapy in just watching somebody paint. There's therapy in watching paint dry or lawn grow. It's something that's not going to hurt you. We know that. This painting I am investing in peace. When you find what you love to do, like maybe it's to grow plants, maybe it's to save the environment, maybe it's to build airplanes and rockets, maybe it's to make delicious food, maybe it's to design buildings, maybe it's to paint and draw. When you find that, when you find your gift and you do it, the world around you changes. You don't have the energy or the desire to bonk people over the head because you got something to get done in your studio. So if you have the energy to hurt people or to bug people, you save it for making a drawing and put it online, and let's see what you got. If you try that, just finding your gift and sharing it, if you try that and it doesn't help or it hurts you in some way, let us know and we'll build it into a show so that other people won't make the same mistake. You know what I'm saying? The keyboard again. Now let's do a little of the dark. Other dark. Like say, this edge of the can. This is my best small brush. I used to think people that painted with small brushes were wrong. Now I can't get enough of them. I wear them out, and they look like a club, and they get all splayed out. Oh, it's a hell of a mess. But they worked for a while, and this one's still working. All right? Do you plan to sell your paintings? Soul asks. Yes, the paintings are on sale right now. If you go to the eBay link on this listing, it will take you to where these paintings that we do in this show are up for grabs as on an auction. And I know some of them start really low, like $5. You can get started. Now the first one, the one numbered number one, it costs more because it's on an expensive canvas and so forth, and it will cost a little to ship it and all that. But it is cool. And yeah, so go there and check it out. Not right this minute, but after the broadcast, go to YouTube, I mean, eBay. Yeah, get them mixed up. Anonymous, just subbed to you. What's the name of your favorite game? Jelly, the coolest guy, asked. I don't know a lot about games. I spend all my time with cats. I got to think on that a little bit and get back to the spreading a little bit of thin, dark color. And now we're going to go to teal. Just a touch of purple in it. And there's no line there, there's no line there. Well, let's put this one across the bottom. It'll make us think we're getting something done. Look at that. Boy, this brush really holds up. Also, I'm kind of good at knowing how much to thin the paint to give it the proper viscosity to go a ways, you know, like a pinstripe around a hot rod. Look, those guys are cool. Anybody know who Von Dutch was? He was a hot rod guy who's popular again now. You should Google Von Dutch and look at him. He was outrageously cool. He would be an influencer. He is. And I'm getting better at talking and painting at the same time. My dad used to ask people if they could BS and work at the same time, because with a lot of people, you notice something about somebody, as soon as they start talking, they stop working, and just the brush stops, the shovel stops, whatever stops. So if you want to be an outstanding employee or just of service to yourself, make sure that when you start talking, it doesn't stop your working. I mean, sometimes it can, but you know, not all the time. Nobody wants to pay somebody to lean on their shovel. That's looking pretty cool, I gotta say. And then this little guy has a circle around him with a bit of a drop shadow there. Look at that. Oh yeah. And then that little black area in the middle of the letters is dark. See? Yeah, invest in peace. Get in your studio and make something. You know, when you get in your groove, whatever it is, something positive, you become more attractive. Especially to people who have a similar groove. So if you want to meet people, pay attention to what makes your boat float and start doing it. Not talk about it. No, we don't talk about it. We do it. And then this little outline. Food. Look at that. Not bad for a brush that kind of looks like a club a caveman would have used to. Well, not to invest in peace, but let's see what's going on over here. Polska Ghost. The Mini Bug Channel says, I'm calling the Ghostbusters. Oh, this is pretty political here. That's pretty cool. I'm glad some people are having fun out there. I have the Mini Bug Channel. I have an electric piano. I have 3 cats. Get started today. Do some stuff today. Jelly, the coolest guy, might stay with you. Right on. I'm gonna stay. It's like Devo said about planet Earth. I think I'll stay. Hello. Hello. All right, let's get back at the big deal here. Sure. And then the word cat in the original, as designed by Campbell's. Wonder what would happen if Campbell's came out with cat food. That'd be cool. We're gonna make that, well, blue. We've already got some blue out there. Instead of red. Well, we'll go with that hot pink. That's some pretty good stuff. I was saying yesterday during this broadcast that I wonder, anybody think it's a good idea if I took one of these videos that takes, a half an hour or an hour, if I ripped it off of YouTube, put it into my program, sped it way up so it only lasted maybe 40 seconds, 30 seconds, and then put it on a short, published it as a short. Is that a good idea or what? Yeah. I'm curious about that. I mean, it is just putting stuff up again, which I know might not be the coolest thing in the world, but it would be really changing its speed, and I would like to see what it looks like just for myself, so I'm probably going to do that. Maybe I'll put it up, and maybe I won't, but we'll just have to wait and see and hope for the best. There's where cat now is painted in. It looks real far out, beautiful. We'll use up what the rest, what was in the brush there, waste, no. And then in those letters, the food letters, we're gonna put, and this tube is completely schnitzeled. I mean, there's nothing left in it, so I'm going to cut the bottom of it off. Squeeze a little out there, out of its back end. And then I ended up with this, which we could do that. And then I'm going to get with that brush, and I'm going to paint some of that there bright, weird old yellow in these letters out here. See? This is what we do, fighting for peace, which we really need some. Remember that song by, was it Dionne Warwick or Jackie DeShannon or somebody like that? What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's still true. I don't know that it's going to change. Maybe if we got so much love and there was so much peace, that the next thing we needed more would be like peanut butter or something like that. I couldn't really tell you because I'm not one of those guys. Yeah, yesterday and today, the cat got, each day got a $5 tip. Once on this program and once out in front of the house parading around with a campaign sign. Everybody in this neighborhood is for the cat. There's no two ways about that. I'm just gonna darken up a little of this drop shadow purple here just to keep things fun and changing. Visual, you know. Let me see how that's looking. Oh yeah. There's something about those colors when you start hanging them around with each other like that. Oh yeah. Hey, we're hurting for likes, somebody says. I wouldn't know the difference, but feel free to like us. I mean, we're just doing our thing. You know, when we see you doing your thing, we're probably gonna like you. I'm gonna guess. Let's get a little bit bigger brush. Maybe something like that there. And get crazy with this yellow and other colors. Look at that. Look at. Now that's one of the good moments of my day. It doesn't have anything to do with violating other people's space. I mean, if somebody doesn't like your art, they just shouldn't look at it. You know what I'm saying? Criticizing art is like a marine assault on a hot fudge sundae or something. What? Really? What? Don't know about you guys, but it is working for me. T4AXY says, good art. Yo, what's up? Some Anzardel says, Uncle, you are so talented. Is that a relative of mine? It could be. It could be. Just some plain ass red right in there. We'll get busy with a different size brush here in a minute. We'll clean up those edges. Although I'm not against crudely painted stuff, I frequently like it. In fact, I think I'm going to leave that for right now and put in some of these filigree cupies, whatever those are called. These, does anybody know what these things are called? These little gold scupies down there. What are they? There's a word for it. It's not filigree. Okay, so back to some darkness. Maybe I'll put a little spray paint somewhere, somehow, just because. Like, yeah, like there. Not a lot, just a little. And then get busy with, I should probably put some, we've been painting with purple for the dark, we should probably put some phthalo blue in there. And maybe some just plain old pedestrian rail. Just ordinary colors next to the fluorescent make the neatest contrast. There's no explaining it. But it isn't hurting anybody. Oh, so. So let's take this blue. Keep pretty thin. Put a little purple in it, and then start going around where? I did pencil in everything, and so there's black, white, black. I guess, let's try it. Yeah, all right, sure. I'm a little shaky, but I'm good with that. I mean, if I were a lockpicker or a brain surgeon, I would be hosed. There. What the hell? All right. A little more of this darkness anyhow. This looks like it all wants to be. That stuff. Come on, Chuck, hang in there. Steady boy. And yeah, you can just visit the link in the description of this video has the link to where you can bid on these drawings and paintings. And some of them start really, really low, like $5. You can't even get a six-pack for $5. You get a piece of keyboard cat art that was created like this, numbered and signed. Well, I'm not trying to say anything, but in terms of an investment, I think it might be one. Right? I'm gonna step on the gas a little bit here. I think I might gain a little time and diversify my style a little bit. And I think I'm gonna go to plain red here, just because it makes no sense at all. Sometimes I don't look at the painting to see what color to use next. I just look at my paints and I say, well, that's a pretty tube, and away we go. So, kind of like this. There's what red looks like in there. It works for me. More blue is starting to get boring. God, I'd hate to be bored with my own work. That means it's work, not play. Yeah, well, yeah, that red is good. A little fluorescent red in that red would also juice up. And a little white. I'm gonna put just a hair of white in there. Okay, here we go. I can imagine a lot of people wanting to really paint this in perfectly. And what I tell them is, go ahead. On your painting, you paint it any darn way you know. Let's do this down here a little. The bottom's getting Jealous. See? Now, let's do something to this cat just so we can move around and not always be in the same place. Now, in this one, they make that little background, that color that I don't have much of, but that I'm gonna stretch it. Oh yeah, we gonna stretch it. Put some back here on the palette. There we go. Then I'm gonna hit it with, yep, some good old water. And then a wet sponge. Now I have to walk in there. And test it on the wall. Seems right. Let's just put some on here. Oh, yeah. See, and I can still see my pencil marks in there. So I can put Betzel's face just right. And I might just put a little bit of this right down here just for fun. Maybe a little bit of it in here. That's what we do. And then maybe with that sponge, a teeny weeny bit of pinky over here. Yeah, yeah. So we'll let that dry while we're doing other things like painting in this weirdo blue. And yeah, let's do some of this. There's these little highlights that of course occur on any can of soup. If you got pepper pot or bean with bacon, the can would be the same. Warhol said one of the things he loved about America was everybody got the same Coca-Cola. A bum and the president got the same taste experience. That's pretty cool. And it's also amazingly true. Let's switch over to that red. For over here, maybe. It's such a relief when you tell yourself, if it isn't perfect, no big deal. Not just in painting, but in everything. We are not the species that makes perfection. Clearly, people need to get to work and do some things, take some responsibility for the shape our planet is in and our relationships with one another. Somebody's got to do something about that stuff. And I know exactly who it is. It's you and me. So, I forget why I was getting this. Maybe for in here. Tightening it up a little bit. Not a lot. Just keeping it limber. You know, minding my own business. Yeah, painting for peace. Let's go with that. And let's go with a little more of this red stuff. Let's say over here. There we go. That's tying her all together. Yeah. In a way, whoa, that is looking good. Sid I says, "You're cool, man." And Course says, "But." Course says, "You everyday painting?" Oh, yes. Yep. Everyday painting, everyday breathing. Kathy June says, "Yes, we can do it. You and Meow." Mr. Godzilla say, "Cool." And "Nice, bro," from Mr. Godzilla. Thanks, man. Peace. Have you gone to art school? Yeah, I mentioned that before. I did make the Keyboard Cat video, and I make all the Keyboard Cat videos. I did go to art school. I went for 3 years at Washington State University in Pullman, Washington. And then I got a scholarship to go to art school in Tokyo for a year, which I did, in a neighborhood called Ekoda, which is near Ikebukuro, which is near Shinjuku. Everybody knows Shinjuku. And that was a school called Nichidai, Nihon Daigaku. And KOT says, "I love watching how you painting." That's so nice. Peace. Peace to all of you. Yeah, get some peace today. Look for some peace and then tell whoever's responsible for that peace. Just say, "Peace, brother." You know. You connect, when you got peace on your mind, you attract other people who have the same thing in their mind and in their heart. And if we all did that, maybe even just organized by a YouTube channel or something, I think some real magic things could happen. That's what I think. But everybody got their own idea. You know that. How's that looking on the... Oh, yeah. Oh, that's cool. I think Warhol would have loved this. He would have loved the internet and Keyboard Cat, for sure. And he had cats. Look at that. It's turning into a real painting, and you can own it. Look for the link down below on the description on this channel, and go to eBay and see if you want to bid on it. I know some of them start as low as $5, which is pretty good. Check that out. Okay, I'm gonna do something somewhere else because I'm getting bored of this up here. We're gonna do this of Mr. Cat right here. And there it is. Tighten this up a little bit. Looking pretty good, Billy Ray. And some of another color up here. Because I was getting really, really bored with that same red and blue. My short attention is very short. How is yours? Hey, what were we talking about? Was that looking on the phone? I can dig it. We'll give you a close-up look here in just about a minute. A closer up look. Because I think we're somehow coming up on the better part of an hour. That's a long time to paint. I might need a nap right after. So you just pick some colors that make no sense at all. All day long, everybody's making sense at work and at school and everywhere. Make sense, make sense, make sense. Then try for a few minutes not making sense and see how it feels. It's really therapeutic. You don't need to do it all day. In fact, you shouldn't. Yeah, I don't think I'd recommend to anybody that they paint all day. I couldn't do it. Every day, now that's another story. I say, yeah, every day. See that there? That's what it looks like when you paint every day. Some people like to draw, and I draw too. We're going to draw on this show. Actually, I think I'm a better drawer than I am a painter, but painting's more colorful and juicier, and it can run and all that. You don't get any runs with the pencil or overspray, you know. So we would continue here with darkness. That somebody would, that an adult would spend this much, even this much messy time trying to paint the top of a can. It's kind of interesting. You'll attract a different group of people than if you were, say, just like manicuring your fingernails the rest of the day, which you still should do, and your toenails, really. See, that's looking pretty good. In fact, that's looking real good. Now we got to do these little filigree doodads, and they're not going to take long. So we're zeroing in on a completed work of art. Me. Does anybody know what they call those little filigree thingies? Sidai, look, there is the keyboard cat picture. That person has been on for a long time. Mr. Gojita, a good fan also. Perfect, bro. Genshin Lover, I love your art. Do you have a new cat? We always have new cats, yes. We have two. We have Skinny and we have Presley. Keyboard cat is so good. He means no harm, you know? I mean, let's see if we can do these filigrees in a little bit. That isn't going to show much, is it? Or at all. We need to put some pink in there. We need to juice this up. Yeah, we're getting close here. I don't know what you call these little things. It's not a filigree and it's not a finial. But it's something kind of like that. Pineal? I think that's a gland. Pineal, I think is how it. Are those showing up? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Should we start making them blue? Why in the hell not? Whose living room wouldn't this make look better? Am I missing something? Even a really expensive house with this? Thank you. $5? I can't give them away. Or can I? Uh-huh. Let's put a little of this here just because. Now, how's that looking? Oh, that looks good. That's looking real good. I hate to stop all of a sudden, but I think I should. I don't want to ruin a good thing. Let's sign it. Then we'll move in. Some close-ups and some other. Look at God. I'm gonna sign right down here, Charlie. There you go. You know what? I might have to keep this one. I'll just bid $6. Give me a break. Where's the lid to my gesso? There it is. Didn't use any gesso today. Saved money. So, yeah. There you have it. Don't forget. And strangely enough, this stick that my cat put together where he taped the sign on the back, it's made out of a paintbrush. This might be an important little art object. This might end up on eBay. Anybody want it? Somebody loves my beautiful art. See, you attract people. It works for me. Invest in peace. I love your beautiful art. Thanks, man. Yeah, it's still going. For a second, I thought I turned it off. It wouldn't be above me. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to flip it around. I do know how to do that. And we'll look at this painting closer up. There she is from about where the tripod was, something like that. There's the flag blower, by the way. Courtesy of Marcus Van Bavel. Huh? Right? Am I right or am I right? It's been real. Martha Poston says, that alt is beautiful. Remember Keyboard Cat, Mr. Godzilla? That's one of many masterpieces from Anonymous. I love you, Keyboard Cat. Void on GT. Mr. Godzilla, remember Keyboard Cat and love your art. Let it be a role model for you to make your own art. You be the Keyboard Cat for some other people. You can do that. Not somewhere in the future, but this morning. Put the thing away, put this down, we're almost done. Pick up a pencil or a brush or a monitor or a mouse or whatever you need and make something that is in your groove. Pretty much just your thing. Okay, Keyboard Cat is our savior from Kolik J. Tomer Romy, lots of thumbs up. Wait, were you the owner of Keyboard Cat? Yeah. Yeah. All right. I guess we're just going to call it a day here, and we're going to look for ways to promote peace. Can it be a mistake? I don't think so.